Miami PPG event that hosted Lorcana tournament had 214 players competing and submitted deck lists and registered, which was the biggest in the existence of the card game, which is a big deal. What I do have to say about the event is I learned a great deal. Consistency is the number one thing I learned. That word, if you don't stick to your strategy or you stay away from what you're attempting to yield from, no matter how good of a player you are, the decisions you make will not have the same effect as if you were to stay with what you initially meant to run with. I want to make note of a single card. That card is Grab Your Sword. Grab Your Sword was played against me the whole weekend. I played Ariel Spectacular Singer, and the musical debut that I looked at the top four whiffed on Grab Your Sword more than half the times I did. My opponents were really lucky with their card draw, getting to Grab Your Sword exactly when they needed. The premier deck, which I found out from people out in Texas, thanks to Robert Green, who made the top 16, quite a discussion about the different Amber Steel Song decks. My build is more of an aggressive build. Mid-range decks, I have a bit more experience than aggressive decks. Though they're aggressive decks, I don't believe are as good because of Grab Your Sword. Over half of the top 16 decks were Amber Steel Song decks. This is absurd. With the Cauldron, look at the top two. 30 seconds to do this. These guys draw almost every match because you have to one side, and if they're the mirror, they most certainly draw most of the time because you put in like game one. Man, I'm hungry. Man, I got a new map. Man, I had a couple of cards in the mail. Man, it was fun. Thank you. If I met you there, fantastic. Make sure you leave a comment so we can keep in touch. If I hadn't, then we'll meet in the next one. It's going to be fantastic. Hopefully they're doing a yearly thing. They'd like to do multiple competitions each month. I think that's a very optimistic approach, not very realistic, though I approve upon the excitable event partaking and having the necessary equipment, and the setup was fantastic. Maybe it was a little rough around the edges with the tape, with the microphone, with the cameras, with the lens, with the glare. I'm watching over the footage today. I didn't watch most of it. What I did see, I wasn't too thrilled upon. We'll make sure that we're back for another approach. Next time I'd like to get more footage. That's the Matsuri convention. That's in December, December 20th to December 22nd. If you're available, make sure you head on over there. And you're not like 1,000 miles away, which some people traveled 2,000 to get to the place that we were this weekend. Fantastic. I appreciate your indulgence. Hope we have a fantastic rest of our day. Goodbye now.